Hi, everybody. Doyle Dykes here. I was talking to Ren Ferguson, and this is a guitar I call Ren. And a friend of mine, Wayne Davis, over at Sweetwater, his daughter, they sent a video to me, and she was such a sweet little girl. Her name was Marley, and she says, "Mr. Dykes, do you name all of your guitars?" Well, not all of them, but the ones that I seem to gravitate the most to play and to keep, and that I love, I name them. And this one is Ren. The reason for that is this one was made, pretty much every stick, by Ren Ferguson. And Ren, of course, ran Gibson for many years and then went over to Guild. And I sat down, we were talking just a few days ago. I sat down and made a list of everything I wanted on my signature guitar. And he said, "Well, I can say one thing about you and Jackson Brown. You know what you want on a guitar." And I said, "And Ren, it still works. And you did such a great job putting it together." And of course, we had a little help from some of the Fender guys. Yuri Shishkov actually made the roses that you see here on the white roses on the bridge. And Yuri Shishkov is the guy that makes the very, very expensive Fender guitars. Some of those Fender Telecasters and Strats that he has made in the custom shop have gone well over 100 to, I think, around 200, some of them, $1,000. And so he designed those. And even the Fender guy said, "Yuri did that? That's pretty cool." And then, of course, we have the here the sort of the Chet Atkins type thing here, as they call neoclassical, I think is what Gretsch called it. But we made these like the old inlays that were the large inlays on the Gill guitars. And it also goes back, George Gruen say, "Well, actually," he said, I think that was Epiphone even before Guild. And so back in those days, they sort of took things from each other, I guess, and guitars were made up in Brooklyn, in the same area in New York. And this one was made in New Hartford, Connecticut. And also I used the closed, or the on the Guild, actually it's the G brand. It's actually like the old Dwayne Eddy. It's not inverted like the newer ones. And I wanted to do that for Dwayne. And I have another one pretty much just like this that was a production model. But isn't this gorgeous? I mean, look at the wood here. But this is what Ren Ferguson did. And he put this guitar, like I said, together. And now, and if you look at the back, you can see it says Ren, because that's this is Ren. What a wonderful instrument. And play a little bit of Martha's Kitchen. From Ren Ferguson. And now Ren is building guitars with his son in Montana, up in the Bozeman area there, and he is building custom guitars. And so you can contact Ren, I'm sure, at Ren Ferguson. Just look him up, or Ren Ferguson Guitars. And folks, he builds some of the finest guitars in the world. Some of his prior Gibson guitars that he built, and then the whole line of the Orpheum series that Gill came out with are all his designs. I also have a 12 string. I won't get into all that, but he built that for me as well. And so I just wanted to send a few white roses out to my friend Ren Ferguson. Thanks.